The Yamaha MT-07 is a middleweight naked that in many ways is a spiritual successor to the company's brilliant two-stroke twins from the 70s and 80s. It combines lightweight, high performance and an absence of rider modes to focus on fun. Plus, it's been priced to significantly undercut its rivals here in the UK. In side profile, the MT-07 has a lot of presence with this mass forward stance and the MT's signature Z-shaped design that's shown here with these air intake style scoops running all the way down into this stubby exhaust. The riding position is quite upright and the seat is quite spacious actually, but it does nudge you a bit into this tank. So combined with the narrow bars, it feels aggressive but not extreme. In order to save weight, the engine actually forms part of this bike's core structure, hooking in to this steel backbone chassis. And it's a 689cc liquid-cooled inline twin-cylinder unit that develops 74 brake horsepower. And as you'd expect from a bike whose name derives from the words masters of torque, it really concentrates on that low and mid-range twist. Yamaha also offers an A2 license-friendly kit which can reduce the output to 47 brake horsepower and extend appeal to a whole host of new riders. And what an introduction to biking this thing would be. Standard equipment is pretty lean. The front fork is non-adjustable, the rear shock only adjusts for preload, but all the other components feel really grown up and the finish is top quality. This LCD screen, for example, shows your fuel gauge, your revs, your gear selector, while this fat 180 section rear tyre is borrowed from this bike's bigger brother, the MT-09. ABS is optional, while the wavy discs on this front wheel are stopped by ex-Yamaha R1 4-pot calipers. Two things stop this setup from being nigh on perfect. The tank is a little bit too small, which really impacts range, while the sound of this bike at idle, there's just not enough character going on there. I think if you want an ounce of character, speccing the optional aftermarket Akrapovic titanium exhaust is a must.
On the road, the MT-07 is more fun than it has any right to be. Power seems to be available from almost anywhere in the rev range. I love the traditional cable throttle, gives you very good accuracy. And I love how the first two gears in this 6-speed box are quite short in ratio, so it properly punches you through these cogs and puts a massive smile on your face, even at sensible speeds. In the corners too, it's got a lovely natural balance, very predictable. I've got great ground clearance thanks to that stubby little pipe, and it just feels very easy and so lightweight to flick and turn at the merest hint of an input. But the only thing I could possibly criticise is the rear suspension, which at high speeds does get a bit bouncy. It does get a bit flighty on that front wheel. You've got to be mindful, but I think it just adds to the experience. It just feels so alert, so eager to please the rider. It's a wonderful experience. If you were to measure this thing on a mile per mile basis, you'd be halfway to the Yamaha dealership by now.
The Yamaha MT-07 is proof that you don't need big power, multiple rider modes or trick suspension to have fun. Within the super middleweight naked category, it has offered a price, a performance, a quality and a usability that genuinely is unprecedented. We're used to Yamaha offering us exciting bikes at sensible prices, but this thing has redefined the word value.